Hi there, I'm out again because why not? It's going to get cold, but I have my Lavvu, I have a wood burning stove, I have a steak. Yeah, so I'm going to be okay. It was like 2 or 3 degrees below zero last night, and it might get even colder in a few hours. Going up to the same place as in one of my former videos here. We might get winds up to gale force. At least that's what the forecast said. But now it's dead quiet. Completely quiet. So I don't know. But I will be okay no matter what happens in my Lavvu. I'm also trying to make sense of this 360 camera. So forgive me if it looks strange. I'll do my best when I edit this video. You can do cool stuff apparently with this this thing. But I have my trusty GoPro here. So we'll see. Yeah. Okay, as usual it got dark. I have gathered some firewood, and I knew that actually there is ready available firewood here that is the Hikers Association in Norway. They provide some firewood up here. So I'm going to light up my little stove. I haven't used it since last winter. It's been a long time. I love my little stove. This is the Castrum number 14, which I was gifted at the bushcraft show in England 2 years ago. I must say it's my favorite knife. Great quality, holds the edge really well. Yeah. It's a big steak. I went a bit crazy on Amazon and I bought titanium tongs and a very tiny I keep forgetting the name of these, you know. I didn't know it was going to be so tiny. But anyway, and titanium plate to eat from. And somewhere a titanium spork. Yep. lots of butter, real butter. Okay, it's really warm in here. I mean, I'm sweating. Yeah, and I actually, and this must be a first time for me, I brought salt. I'm getting really advanced. I am no longer the worst chef in the boreal forest. Yeah. Yes. Mm. 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 It got really warm. It's like a sauna. This is a lefse, very Norwegian. That's my dessert. I almost didn't come out today, and I was, my mind was not in the right place. But I forced myself to go out. I struggled with loneliness when I was a child, and that has kind of comes back, So I don't have a problem being alone, but sometimes, it feels I should, what I'm trying to say is that going out like this, I actually like this being a social thing. Going camping with friends, I like that. But as I have gotten older, there aren't that many people my age. Well, I know nobody my age, but that's not a problem. I can go hiking with younger people, no problem. But anyway, there aren't that many people who wants to come hiking and camping, but I'm happy now. I'm here alone. I have things to do. I have my book. I've had my dinner. Now I sound like one of those hobbits, right? Yeah. And this looks a little bit like a hobbit home, right? But anyway, there's something about going out and you're forced to get into action, right? First you have to hike, then you have to pitch your tent or your lavvu or whatever. Then you have to gather firewood, make a fire. Now I'm letting the fire die out in the stove because I need it to be much colder here before I can get into the senbibi. And since being busy like that, it means that your mind gets focused on that, and I think that's very healthy. One of the problems, or one of the reasons we in this so-called modern world have these problems with mental health, I believe, is that life, in a way you could say life is too easy for us, in the sense that, now don't get me wrong, I don't want life to be difficult for people, but it's too easy in the sense that you can sit in your sofa, you can choose not to leave your house or your apartment, and you wouldn't starve to death, but in nature, or if you live closer to nature or in a more natural way, you have to do something to survive and to to keep warm and all of that, and that's that doing, as soon as we do something, it starts moving the focus away from all these thoughts that we have, and I think that's how it should be. That's how it should be. Even my book is sweaty. So this is about the division into three of in the Middle Ages. So you had the caliphates, or the Muslim world, and then you had the Eastern Christianity, so to speak, and the Western Christianity. So this first chapter in the second part of the book, the Eastern Christianity, from the Eastern Roman Empire to Byzance, we say in Norwegian. The Eastern Christianity was the one civilization that most directly passed on the tradition from the Roman Empire, and so on and so on. I'll get some sleep. Okay. I'll see you in the morning. Okay. Bye. So it's 6:15 in the morning. So there will be another hour before we get some daylight. I was woken up around midnight by some young women, believe it or not. And they were walking around here, shining a light on my Lavvu and laughing, and I don't know. There is some distance to walk. I was not dreaming, no. And yeah, I did find that quite strange. Let's see. Put the camera out first. Yeah. I think there is daylight. Yes, we're okay. So I'll just have a little campfire here, because if I fire up the stove, it will take some time before it gets cold. And I have to wait until it gets cold before I can pack up. And by the way, and many of you will already know this, but when you whittle, never whittle on the inside of your thighs, always whittle on the outside. You have some rather important veins on the inside, so always whittle on the outside. So we have some ginger and honey, all natural apparently, so that should be good. I don't drink any coffee or anymore, nothing with caffeine in it. Now, I often get questions about what gear I'm wearing or using in my videos, so I thought I would just quickly tell you. This is a sealskins hat, this is Sea-Pack's down jacket, I'm wearing Fjällräven trousers, I have my custom number 14, favorite knife, and my boots, African, well, Jim Green's African Troopers. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see here. African Troopers, barefoot, so flat. Over there is my Sea-Pack's what's it called now? Arc Hall, 70 liters actually. This is a Seek Outside Lavvu. I can't remember the name of the stove, but yeah, I have a link in the video description to all my gear, and I have some guidelines out here. I didn't really need to, but you know, better safe than sorry. And this is my SenBV bed. Like that. I've shown you guys this one before. This is the pillow. There's my book. Not my book, but the book I'm reading at the moment. Let's see. What's it called? Europe Takes Shape. I want a hat like that. Everything's covered in frost. Let's see. Very sweet. With my current diet, I'm not really used to sweet things anymore. Maybe it's a bit hot. Oh, that taste of ginger, absolutely. Oh. Okay then, that's it for now. And as always, leave no trace and take only memories. It's a good saying, isn't it? And it's true. So, thank you for spending this time with me, spending the night in the Lavvu with me, even though it did get quite sweaty in there. I slept well. I slept for from 9 to 5 actually. Yeah. So good, that's a good 8 hours sleep. Yeah. And I'm so grateful that there are people who volunteer to keep campsites like this one available to us. And I do believe that it's our responsibility to be mindful and not take nature and the natural world and all of its beauty, we shouldn't take it for granted. We are only visitors here on this little planet, you know. So, yeah. And with those philosophical words, no, hold on. Can you do me a favor? There's a subscribe button. You can click on the subscribe button. If you want to see more videos like this one, click on that subscribe button. And apparently you should choose the bell, all notifications and all of that. And there might be a tiny little chance that YouTube will actually suggest more videos from this channel. Okay, thank you. And I'll see you out on the trail, out in the woods again in a few days. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.